If you are working in a right direction with the right effort, definitely we are going to achieve the goal. That UPSC is going to be examination conducting body. In America, we are having the USFDA, United States Food Drug Administration. That is going to be the regulatory authority for America. Therapeutics Goods Administration, TGA for Australia, MHRA for UK. In India, we are having the CDSC. They are not dealing with the export. Why? Because export is a matter of different countries. Dealing with both languages, because people from all over India they have joined. People from down south also there, people from North India also there. So I'll be covering in the both languages, Hindi as well as English. So medical devices का definition की बात करें, so as per WHO, medical devices could be any instrument, it could be any instrument, it could be any apparatus. The medical devices are basically controlled by this rule 2017. So this is important fact, please write down this. My teaching style is that I am going to start from the basics. चाहे आपको आता हो ना आता, I'm going to start from the basics, and in the last of session we are going to talk the highly informative sessions. That classification is based on the risk analysis. He or she need to apply from the Sugam portal. Drug inspector medical devices will be there. Your place will be here. Main definition is very important. Pharmacovigilance, hemovigilance, and materiovigilance. Apart from John, is there any person that is going to give the answer? Anybody is interested in giving the answer? Clinical means the test, the studies are being performed on the human being. So pharmacovigilance की जरूरत क्यों पड़ी? Because this whole drug is being tested in limited environment with limited characteristics of person. So this was the basic information about medical devices, how they are being categorized, how they are being regulated. So this is going to be a roadmap. कुछ लोग कम पढ़ के भी select हो जाएंगे, कुछ लोग ज्यादा पढ़ के भी नहीं select होंगे. That is the bitter truth. खाना खा के क्या करोगे? तो पचा ही नहीं पाओगे आप. तो खाना उतना ही खाना है जितना आप पचा लो. So if you have joined the course, how our courses are going to proceed? Video lectures will be there. Because in video we have specifically mentioned क्या important है क्या नहीं important, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया. Yes, good evening to all of you. So we'll be waiting for 2 minutes so that other people can join. So this class is going to be in the evening. So whatever the people that are going to be joined, we will be continuing with the session very soon. Yes, so Anant is there. Yes. Good evening once again. Meanwhile, what we can do, we can just check out the audio and video quality. So just confirm me whether audio and video everything is fine. From my side, it's fine. From your side, please confirm. Please comment in the comment box whether audio and video everything is fine so that we can proceed. So this is going to be introductory session for UPSC Drug Inspector Medical Devices. This is going to be at most important session because this is going to be the base for your each and every step of your preparation. Yes, thank you so much for the confirmation, Anand. Yes, so I think now we can proceed. See, this one is going to be the introductory session. So we'll be talking basics about the how we can proceed and what are basic information about the medical devices. Okay, so right, we can proceed. See, whatever the information you want, you can find the exact information about medical devices through this website, that is Sugam portal or CDSCO. So two sites are very important for the information of medical devices. How we are going to proceed in this course, what actually we need to do for cracking this examination. So in this session, we'll be talking about the strategy and basic things about the medical devices and each and everything. So let's start the session. Yes, so this one is going to be introductory session as I have already introduced to you people. So UPSC Drug Inspector, for your basic information, I would like to clear that UPSC is going to be examination conducting body. They are going to recruit the people, they are going to select the people. Whatever the people will be selected, they are going to work with the CDSCO. And CDSCO have the two categories. It is one for the drug and second for the medical devices. So for drug, it's a separate category. Drug के लिए एक अलग category है. Medical devices is a different category. So both are going to be dealt by this CDSCO. About CDSCO, basic information we need to learn about the CDSCO, what exactly CDSCO is, and yes. So as CDSCO, the basic information about CDSCO that CDSCO is going to be our regulatory agencies for India in terms of pharmaceuticals, in terms of cosmetics, in terms of drug approval process or helping in the clinical trials. It is going to be our regulatory authority body. In case of, specifically in the case of pharmaceuticals. So CDSCO, Central Drug Standard Control Organization, is the organization that is under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare that is going to act as an important regulatory body for pharmaceuticals in India. If anybody wants approval for the drug, definitely he or she need to contact with this CDSCO. So CDSCO is that particular organization that is under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. It is a national regulatory body for the drug approval, you can say. Here, how they're going to act? Headquarters is basically mentioned in Delhi. They're acting with the help of 6 zonal offices and sub-zonal offices. It means whatever your posting is going to be there, you are going to be posted on different zonal offices and sub-zonal offices. You can be also posted in headquarters also. And they are having different laboratories also. So this is the basic information. Like as America, in America, we are having the USFDA, United States Food Drug Administration. That is going to be the regulatory authority for America. Therapeutics Goods Administration, TGA for Australia, MHRA for UK. So different countries are having different regulatory bodies. In India, we are having the CDSCO. I think that is clear. So basic information we are going to talk in this session. After basic information, we'll be talking in depth because this is going to be first session. Here you can see under the Drugs and Cosmetic Act, who is going to empower that CDSCO, this particular organization. Under this Drugs and Cosmetic Act, CDSCO is responsible for approval of drugs. Whatever the new drugs that are going to be approved within the India, CDSCO is going to be responsible. Conduct of clinical trials. They are going to help in the conduction of clinical trials. As per Schedule Y, you can say, with the help of ICMR also. They are going to lay down the standard for drugs. They are going to set out the standards also. They are going to control over the quality of imported drugs within the country. Whatever the drugs that are going to come inside the country, they are also going to regulate. जो भी दवाएं बाहर से आ रही हैं उसको रेगुलेट करने जा रहे हैं. But here you can clearly mention they are not dealing with the export. Why? Because export is a matter of different country. भाई दूसरे कंट्री में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहा है, you are not going to deal. रिसेंटली आपने केस सुना होगा मसाले का, एमडीएच मसाले का, एवरेस्ट मसाले का केस आपने देखा होगा. बहुत सारे ऐसे मसाले जिनके सैंपल्स वर फेल्ड in different countries. They were exported from India and high level of ethylene oxide, you can say, fumigating gas for sterilization purpose that were found to be very high, you can say. So from their standard it was deviating. That's why sample were failed. Spices Board of India was also in the news. Then after that you can say they are having some experts committees also. They are going to provide some advice also in the implementation of uniformity in the Drugs and Cosmetic Act. Through this Drugs and Cosmetic Act, they are going to implement, you can say, in a form of uniformity, a same standard throughout the country. So the basic information. Second thing, medical devices. What is going to be the basic details about medical devices? What exactly medical devices are? What things basically medical devices? How they are being controlled? How they are being regulated? How some manufacturer or any person they are going to get approval process. This basic information we need to discuss in this session. After that, second part will be discussing the strategy, how we can proceed. Right? Yes. Till now, is there any issue? किसी को कोई दिक्कत है तो प्लीज बता दीजिए. I'll be dealing with both languages because people from all over India they have joined. People from down south also there. People from north India also there. So I'll be covering in the both languages, Hindi as well as English. हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों में मैं कवर करूंगा. ठीक है, चलिए. सो मेडिकल डिवाइसेस का डेफिनेशन की बात करें तो एज पर सीडीएससीओ, बिकॉज सीडीएससीओ इज गोइंग टू बी द रेगुलेटरी एजेंसी फॉर इंडिया. इंडिया की रेगुलेटरी एजेंसी है. उसके अलावा डब्ल्यूएचओ के बारे में हम बात करेंगे कि डब्ल्यूएचओ क्या डेफिनेशन देता है. एज पर यूएसएफडीए क्या है मेडिकल डिवाइसेस की डेफिनेशंस. एज पर यूरोपियन यूनियन या यूरोपियन मेडिसिन एजेंसी ईएमए. सो different agencies are there. What is going to be the basic difference? What exactly they are? So first we will be talking about WHO. WHO क्या कहता है मेडिकल डिवाइसेस? Yes. I'll be taking care of each and everything, don't worry. So as per WHO, medical devices could be any instrument, it could be any instrument, it could be any apparatus, it could be any machine or appliance or implants. Whatever the implants we are going to use, they are also the part of medical devices. जो हम implants use करते हैं वो भी medical devices category में है. The reagent we are using for in vitro use, in vitro diagnostic purpose के लिए जो हम लोग reagent use कर रहे हैं, they are also coming under medical devices. Software जो भी हम use कर रहे हैं, whatever the software we are using, that is also coming under this medical devices. Software material or other similar related articles intended by the manufacturer to be used alone or in the combination with medical purpose. So these category of things are going to come under medical devices, including implants. So implants is also the part of medical devices. Second thing, if we talk about approximate information, estimated is 2 million different kinds of medical devices that are right now in the market, you can say. So they are categorized into different categories. Estimation is 2 million. They're not going to ask the exact information because this information can vary. So they're not going to ask the questions. Important is they are going to ask basic questions. Which of the following does not include in the definition of medical devices? One option will be different और आपको choose करना पड़ेगा. You need to choose one of correct options. Second, as per the European Union, as you all know, European Union, group of countries like as France is there, Germany is there, UK was there. But right now, UK has just exited from that European Union in the terms of financial independence. You can say Brexit. So it's a group of countries where similar currencies are going to be used. Visa for entries is going to be there. So a lot of things are there. So this European Union, specifically European Medicine Agency, what exactly they say about the medical devices? Medical devices are the products or equipment intended for medical purpose, in which they need to go conformity assessment, means they need to have some evaluation, some parameters to check so that they can meet the legal requirement, because these devices need to be registered. अगर हम कोई भी medical devices बना रहे हैं, manufacturers हैं, we need to get it registered होना चाहिए. दवाई भी बनाते हैं तो हम register करते हैं, किसके लिए? प्री क्लिनिकल से क्लिनिकल ट्रायल के लिए अप्रूवल लेते हैं, फिर क्लिनिकल ट्रायल से मार्केट ऑथराइजेशन वी आर गोइंग टू टेक. सो डिफरेंट ऑथराइजेशन वी नीड टू टेक. व्हाट इज कंफर्मिटी असेसमेंट? it is basically the part of audit of a manufacturer quality system. Whatever the quality management system of that particular company is there, it's a part of audit. So that is going to check the safety and performance of that particular device. That is conformity assessment, right? As per CDSCO, so CDSCO, how CDSCO is going to control this particular? As per CDSCO, in all medical devices category under the Drugs and Cosmetic Act 1940 and this particular medical devices rules 2017. So what is the important rules that is going to be regulated? That particular medical devices is going to be regulated. जो medical devices है वो किस रूल के तहत रेगुलेट हो रही है? Medical devices rules 2017. आपकी जिम्मेदारी है, नाउ इट्स योर टाइम, इट्स योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कि आप क्रॉस चेक करो कि क्या कोई लेटेस्ट रूल आया, क्या कोई लेटेस्ट अमेंडमेंट हुआ कोई 2020 में, 2023 में या एनी अदर ईयर. सो मेन रूल दैट इज मेडिकल डिवाइसेज रूल्स 2017. So medical devices are basically controlled by this rule 2017. So this is important fact. Please write down this. आप इसको लिख लीजिए कि मेडिकल डिवाइसेस हमारे देश में इन इंडिया हाउ दे आर गोइंग टू बी रेगुलेटेड. दे आर रेगुलेटेड एज पर द मेडिकल डिवाइसेस रूल 2017 एंड ऑल्सो एज पर द ड्रग्स एंड कॉस्मेटिक एक्ट 1940. रूल्स इज बेसिकली इन 2020. So what exactly they say? They say medical devices means any instrument, any apparatus, any appliance, any implant material or other article which are going to be used in alone or combination, including a software also. If any device software is going to be there, that is also going to come under this medical devices or any accessory you can see. Here you can say. More specifically, it is being used for the human beings or animal beings. So they can also cover the human as well as animal devices also. You can here see some pharmacological and immunological or metabolic means will be there. So they can be used for different purposes. What could be the purposes? They could be used for diagnosis purposes. If things are going to be used for diagnosis के लिए अगर use हो रही है, they are also going to come under the medical devices. अगर वो prevention के लिए use हो रही हैं, they are also going to come under the medical devices. Monitoring के purpose से use हो रही हैं, they are also going to come under the medical devices. Treatment or elevation means to wipe out that particular or to reduce the symptoms of any particular disease or disorders. If they are also going to act as a assistants also, if they are going to perform supporting function inside the body also, they are also going to come under the medical devices. If they are going to use for the investigation also, they are going for the replacement or modification, or they are going to use as a supportive devices for an anatomical or physiological process, or for sustaining life, you can say, for the disinfection of medical devices or control of contraception. These are the categories where medical devices are going to be used. So please remember, medical devices also includes this particular control of contraception category also. They are also included in this medical devices. So I think right now you are having some basic idea about the medical devices. Medical devices के बारे में आपको बेसिक आइडिया मिल गया होगा कि क्या क्या मेडिकल डिवाइसेस होता है. अगर हम बात करें एज पर द सीडीएससीओ की बात करें, ये कहां से मैंने इंफॉर्मेशन ली है? फ्रॉम द वेरी ऑथेंटिक साइट, दैट इज सीडीएससीओ. अभी हम बहुत सारी बातें करेंगे. Either session will proceed because this is going to be introductory session, तो हम बहुत बड़ी बड़ी बातें नहीं कर सकते. My teaching style is that I am going to start from the basics. चाहे आपको आता हो ना आता, I'm going to start from the basics, and in the last of session we are going to talk the highly informative sessions. And in last you will be asking the questions. आपको जो भी questions आप लास्ट में पूछ सकते हैं, ठीक है? कोई भी दिक्कत हो तो बता सकते हैं. मेडिकल डिवाइसेस को जो क्लासिफाई किया गया है, their classification is based on the risk analysis. So on the basis of risk parameter or risk analysis, they have been categorized, for which in the part 1 of first schedule of the medical devices rules 2017, please write down this fact. They are going to ask the questions, very minute information they are going to ask, where it is mentioned part 1 of first schedule of the medical devices rules. Part 1 of the first schedule of medical devices rules, the definition of medical devices have been given. You can say the classification, specifically the classification I have given. You can say if any device is having low risk, it will be classified as A. अगर कोई डिवाइस के पास रिस्क कम है तो उसको A क्लासिफिकेशन में रखा जाएगा. मॉडरेट रिस्क है तो क्लास बी में रखा जाएगा. सब मॉडरेट टू हाई रिस्क विल बी देयर, तो क्लास सी विल बी देयर. हाई रिस्क क्लास डी विल बी देयर. गॉट द पॉइंट? सो अगर लो रिस्क है क्लास ए, थोड़ा सा ज्यादा उससे रिस्क है, मॉडरेट रिस्क है वहां पर क्लास बी, मॉडरेट टू हाई रिस्क है क्लास सी. Highly risk, you can say, devices are class D. So class D are very highly devices. They can also ask the questions कि highly risk जो devices है class A है कि class D है, so that is class D. Okay? Yes. अब next question है कि अगर हम as a manufacturer medical devices बनाना चाह रहे हैं तो हम इसका अप्रूवल कैसे लेंगे, हमें अप्लाई कैसे करना है? So there is a very important portal known as Sugam portal. This is the online portal where you can apply and your things will be processed. So approval process for the application is received through the Sugam portal. So Sugam portal is very important for the getting approval of the medical devices, for specifically for the manufacturers. So Sugam portal is very important. Please write down this. If any manufacturer want to register any device or get approval for that same, he or she need to apply from the Sugam portal. So Sugam portal is very important. Please write down this. Whatever the things I'm going to say that it's important, write down these facts. Because in previous year they have asked the questions. So this is going to be introductory session. So you will be having the basic information. CDSCO क्या है, DNC Act क्या है, medical devices क्या है, कैसे रेगुलेट होते हैं, कौन से रूल्स होते हैं, कितने टाइप के मेडिकल डिवाइसेज होते हैं. These are the basic information. जैसे जैसे सेशन प्रोसीड होगा हम हाईली इंफॉर्मेशन सारी चीजें देखेंगे. थोड़ा सा ऑर्गेनोग्राम के बारे में बात कर लेते हैं. CDSCO का ऑर्गेनोग्राम है, हाउ दे आर गोइंग टू बी कंट्रोल्ड. कहां पर आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, आप कहां पर काम करने वाले हो. सो द हायर अथॉरिटीज, ड्रग कंट्रोलर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया, DCGI. सो डॉक्टर राजीव सिंह रघुवंशी इज देयर. Deputy drug controller will be there, that is going to be the subordinate. Then after that, assistant drug controller India medical devices will be there. Your boss, your senior will be there. Assistant drug controller India here will be there. Then after that, drug inspector drug category will be there. Drug inspector medical devices will be there. Your place will be here. Here some assistant drug inspector posts are also there. So here you can see how this whole organization is going to work. ये जो पूरा संस्थान है CDSCO कैसे काम करता है, बॉस कौन आपका, आप कहां काम करने वाले हो, व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी योर रिस्पांसिबिलिटी, बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन आपको थोड़ा सा पता होना चाहिए कि अगर आपकी नियुक्ति होती है, अगर आपकी पोस्टिंग होती है तो आप जोनल ऑफिसेज में, हेडक्वार्टर में, सब जोनल ऑफिसेज में उन सब जा सकते हो. कहां पर आपकी है, आप स्टार्ट कहां से करियर कर रहे हो, जा कहां तक सकते हो. ठीक है, चलिए कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट डेफिनेशन है उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा बात कर लेते हैं. 3 डेफिनेशन बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है. फार्मेकोविजिलेंस, हीमोविजिलेंस एंड मैटेरियोविजिलेंस। फार्मेकोविजिलेंस के लिए दैट इज डील बाय द फार्मेकोविजिलेंस प्रोग्राम ऑफ इंडिया, hemovigilance is hemovigilance program of India, material vigilance is material vigilance program of India. So three important programs are very important. One is pharmacovigilance program of India, hemovigilance program of India, material vigilance program of India. Why you need to understand these three? Because in that three, one is dealing with the medical devices. तो क्या आप में से कोई बता सकता है कि which particular definition is going to which particular stream is going to deal with medical devices? आप में से कोई बता सकता है? इंटरेक्ट करिए। इफ यू आर गोइंग टू इंटरेक्ट यू आर गोइंग टू लर्न अ लॉट। अगर आप इंटरेक्ट नहीं करेंगे आप बिल्कुल कुछ नहीं सीखने वाले हैं। यस, हिमानी इज देयर, अनंत इज देयर, जयश्री इज देयर, जॉन इज देयर, मेनी मोर पीपल आर देयर। प्लीज रिप्लाई वेरी फास्ट। मेडिकल डिवाइसेस से संबंधित रूल कौन से हैं? मेडिकल डिवाइसेस किसके लिए हैं बताइए? फार्माकोविजिलेंस, हीमोविजिलेंस, मैटेरियोविजिलेंस। व्हाई देयर इज अ नीड? सो जॉन इज सेइंग 3 दैट इज मैटेरियोविजिलेंस। यस, व्हाट अबाउट अदर पीपल? बाकी लोग क्या कहने वाले हैं जरा बताइए। Yes. Apart from John, is there any person that is going to give the answer? Anybody is interested in giving the answer? Yes. कोई और उत्तर देना चाहें तो बता सकते हैं। सुमानी सिंह थर्ड वन, ओके राइट। बाकी और लोग कुछ बताना चाहें तो बता सकते हैं। यस, थोड़ा सा बेसिक डिस्कस कर लेते हैं। फार्मेकोविजिलेंस। फार्मेकोविजिलेंस एक ऐसी फील्ड है जहां पर साइड इफेक्ट या एडवर्स इफेक्ट या एडीआर की मॉनिटरिंग की जाती है। Why there is a need of pharmacovigilance? फार्मेकोविजिलेंस की जरूरत क्या है? सी, जब हम ड्रग डिस्कवरी करते हैं, some preclinical phases are there, some clinical trial phases are there. More specifically, if you talk about that, here we can see some information. If you are going to get approval of any particular drug, so 3 phases in drug discovery are there. Drug discovery will be there, just for your understanding. Drug discovery phase will be there. Then after that, preclinical phase will be there. प्रीक्लिनिकल फेज होगी, उसके बाद क्लिनिकल फेज होगी। क्लिनिकल इन दैट फेज 0 विल बी देयर, फेज 1 विल बी देयर, फेज 2 विल बी देयर, फेज 3 विल बी देयर एंड नेक्स्ट वन विल बी फेज 4. So where we are going to get approval for preclinical, also we are going to get approval for conduction of clinical trial. We are also going to apply from phase 3 to phase 4. In between that you are going to get market access. सो फर्स्ट वन इज ड्रग डिस्कवरी फेज। ड्रग डिस्कवरी फेज पहले इंपॉर्टेंट होता है। प्री क्लिनिकल में क्या होता है? इंसानों में टेस्टिंग से पहले। इंसानों में टेस्टिंग से पहले का मतलब इन लैब्स ऑल्सो, इन एनिमल्स ऑल्सो। तो ये जो प्री क्लिनिकल है, इंसानों में जांच से पहले जो दवाई होती है जिसकी टेस्टिंग होती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज प्री क्लिनिकल। तो उसमें कौन कौन सी आती है? लैब बेस्ड स्टडी। इफ आई एम गोइंग टू आस्क जीएलपी, गुड लेबोरेटरी प्रैक्टिसेस कहां अप्लाई होने वाली है? इन द प्री क्लिनिकल स्टेज। लैब बेस्ड स्टडीज आर परफॉर्म्ड अंडर प्री क्लिनिकल स्टेज. Animal based studies are performed under preclinical stage. While as in case of clinical trials, clinical means the tests, the studies are being performed on the human beings. It could be healthy, it could be diseased persons also. Yes. Like as ultimately you need to have the particular whatever the drug you have discovered, whatever the drug that is being manufactured by the manufacturer, they need to have the market access. पैसा भी तो बनाना है, पैसा ही पैसा बाबू भैया। तो पैसा बनाना है, सोसाइटी का भी काम करना, अपने देश का भी नाम करना और साथ साथ पैसा भी बनाना है, इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो फेज 3 के बाद यहां पर मार्केट है। लेकिन जब ये टेस्टिंग होती है ना, दे आर बीइंग टेस्टेड इन लिमिटेड पॉपुलेशन। सी यू कैन सी इन फेज 0 माइक्रो डोजिंग स्टडीज देयर, सम माइन्यूट डोजेस आर देयर। देन आफ्टर दैट वी आर गेटिंग द कॉन्फिडेंस दैट यस इट इज नॉट डिस्टर्बिंग द वाइटल ऑर्गन्स, वाइटल ऑर्गन को डिस्टर्ब नहीं कर रही है। हेल्दी पेशेंट में लेते हैं हम थोड़ा सा और, फिर यहां ज्यादा हम पॉपुलेशन बढ़ा देते हैं, मल्टीपल सेंटर्स पे लेते हैं, फिर यहां थाउजेंड्स में फेज 3 में होती, थाउजेंड्स में हम लेते हैं। लेकिन 100 अप्रोक्सीमेटली 140 करोड़ पीपल आर देयर इन इंडिया। दुनिया में तो बहुत सारे लोग हैं। तो ये जो दवाई है दैट इज बीइंग टेस्टेड इन लिमिटेड पॉपुलेशन विथ लिमिटेड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स। भाई किसी को एचआईवी है तो एचआईवी वाले पेशेंट पे ले लिया गया, लेकिन अभी एचआईवी वाले को टीबी भी है, एचआईवी वाले को हाइपरटेंशन भी है, इस कैटेगरी के आपके पास पेशेंट है। सो इट इज बीइंग टेस्टेड इन लिमिटेड इन्वायरमेंट। लेकिन जब ये मार्केट में एक्सेस होगा, मार्केट ऑथराइजेशन को मिलेगा, कौन सी फाइलिंग? न्यू ड्रग एप्लीकेशन। तो जो भी रेगुलेटरी एजेंसी चाहिए सब डी अपने इंडिया में मार्केट एक्सेस के लिए आप न्यू ड्रग एप्लीकेशन फाइल करते हो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ क्लिनिकल ट्रायल डेटा 0 से लेके ये एंड बेस्ड ऑन प्री क्लिनिकल डेटा टू गेट द मार्केट ऑथराइजेशन। तो अगर उसके बाद भी आपने देखा होगा कि वहां पे लिखा रहता है हेल्पलाइन नंबर इन केस ऑफ इश्यूज, इन केस ऑफ असिस्टेंस, प्लीज फील फ्री टू कॉन्टेक्ट ऑन दिस नंबर, तो इस तरीके से लिखा होता है। तो यहां पर तो उसके बाद अगर कोई साइड इफेक्ट आता है, देयर आर डिफरेंट वेज, आप इसको सीडीएससीओ की जो इंडियन फार्माकोपिया कमीशन है उन्होंने पूरा डील किया हुआ इसको, तो वहां पर साइट है, आपके पास फॉर्म भी है, एप्लीकेशन भी है, थ्रू हेल्थ केयर प्रोफेशनल आल्सो यू कैन रिपोर्ट। तो फार्माकोविजिलेंस की जरूरत क्यों पड़ी? क्यों? बिकॉज दिस होल ड्रग्स इज बीइंग टेस्टेड इन लिमिटेड एनवायरनमेंट विथ लिमिटेड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ पर्सन, बट इट इज गोइंग टू एक्ट इन अ वाइड पॉपुलेशन, so that is going to act differently. So whatever the things that are going to be differently, they are being monitored once the drug is being in the market. एक बार दवा मार्केट में आ गई उसके बाद भी अनाथ नहीं छोड़ा जाता है, उसको ऑब्जर्वेशन पे रखा जाता है। दैट्स व्हाई देयर इज अ नीड ऑफ फार्माकोविजिलेंस। इंपॉर्टेंट है, फार्माकोविजिलेंस को कौन डील कर रहा है? फार्माकोविजिलेंस प्रोग्राम ऑफ इंडिया विच इज बीइंग टोटली मॉनिटर्ड विथ इंडियन फार्माकोपिया कमीशन। जो लोग नॉन फार्मेसी के उनके लिए बता रहा हूं, इंडियन फार्माकोपिया कमीशन, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर, ये वही बॉडी है, गाजियाबाद में हेडक्वार्टर्ड है, जो इंडियन फार्माकोपिया को पब्लिश करता है, वही रेफरेंस बुक जो स्टैंडर्ड्स प्रोवाइड करती है, टेस्टिंग मटेरियल्स प्रोवाइड करती है, वही नेशनल फॉर्मूलरी ऑफ इंडिया भी, वही रेफरेंस सब्सटेंसेज, ये सब जो है पब्लिश करने का काम कौन करता है? आईपीसी। एंड आईपीसी इज ऑल्सो गोइंग टू एक्ट एज नेशनल कोऑर्डिनेशन सेंटर। कभी आप विजिट करोगे गाजियाबाद में तो गेट पे ही लिखा हुआ है नेशनल कोऑर्डिनेशन सेंटर फॉर फार्माकोविजिलेंस प्रोग्राम ऑफ इंडिया। ठीक है, तो ये सारी बातें आपको फार्माकोविजिलेंस के समझ में आ गई। व्हाई देयर इज अ नीड, व्हाट इज फार्माकोविजिलेंस, व्हिच इज गोइंग टू बी नेशनल कोऑर्डिनेशन सेंटर, व्हाई देयर इज अ नीड। सो आई थिंक बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन यू हैव गॉट। नाउ वी कैन प्रोसीड ऑन दिस पर्टिकुलर hemovigilance. See, some blood transfusion is there, blood related products are there. So how they are going to be controlled? They are going to control with the help of this hemovigilance program of India. So blood transfusion or blood related products, these are being controlled by this hemovigilance program of India. So last one is materiovigilance. Materiovigilance is that particular organ, you can say that particular body, that particular program that is dealing with the medical devices. So suppose any medical devices is being installed in our body, any medical devices we are using for the assistance function, it has stopped suddenly it has stopped functioning. It may lead to death of that particular patient, who is going to be held responsible. So that need to be controlled. So materiovigilance is that particular program that is dealing with the medical devices, that is dealing with the ADR related to medical devices. तो अगर medical devices related कोई adverse effect या problem है, so materiovigilance is going to deal. Blood and related products के लिए hemovigilance, pharmacovigilance that is related to ADR monitoring, specifically with the drugs and vaccines. चलिए नेक्स्ट जरा देखते हैं। फार्माकोविजिलेंस के बारे में बात हमने कर लिया, हीमोविजिलेंस के बारे में थोड़ा सा और इंफॉर्मेशन जान लेते हैं। बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन, अगेन आई एम सेइंग यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड सम बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन बिकॉज पीपल फ्रॉम नॉन फार्मा बैकग्राउंड आर देयर, पीपल फ्रॉम फार्मा बैकग्राउंड आर देयर, दोनों लोग एलिजिबल हैं। मोस्टली इंजीनियरिंग पीपल, बायोमेडिकल इंजीनियर्स आर, साइंस लाइफ साइंसेस पीपल आर एलिजिबल। सो इस वैकेंसी में सारे लोग हैं। हीमोविजिलेंस प्रोग्राम ऑफ इंडिया का नेशनल कोऑर्डिनेशन सेंटर कौन है? नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ बायोलॉजिकल्स। किसके अंदर में? मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर। कहां पर है ये? नोएडा। So Noida based institute is there, National Institute of Biologicals, where vaccines are being tested. So the National Coordination Center for Hemovigilance Program of India is National Institute of Biologicals, Government of India. For materiovigilance, here we can see a document for materiovigilance. Just have an eye on this document. I have downloaded one document that is guidance document or supporting documents. Are you getting my point? चीजें समझ में आ रही है आपको? Are you able to understand my language? कोई इशू तो नहीं है? I'm using very simple language, simple English language I'm going to use. Till now, is there any issue? कुछ इश्यूज है तो प्लीज बता दीजिए। Jayashree is saying yes sir, it's okay. Okay. What about other people? Till now, is it okay? सबको समझ में आ रहा है आपको? कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं है? Ananth is saying yes sir, okay. Thank you so much. So here you can see some guidance document is being released with this IPC. Materiovigilance Program of India. Here you can see they have released some documents are also there. So it is going to be one of old documents, but important information is going to be there. Here you can see VG Somani. So whatever the current DCGI is there, just before that, Dr. VG Somani was there, the DCGI of that particular organization. So they have also contributed in this, you can say document. Here you can see. Yes, table of content material vigilance program of India, they're going to have some information. See, program objective, what is going to be the objective of this particular material vigilance? ठीक है, कोई भी मेडिकल डिवाइसेस रिलेटेड एडवर्स इवेंट होता है, ठीक है, तो वो जो है मेडिकल डिवाइसेस रूल होगा वो मटेरियल विजिलेंस. मेडिकल डिवाइसेस एज पर द WHO हैव ऑलरेडी टॉक्ड अबाउट दिस इंफॉर्मेशन. डायग्नोसिस के लिए, इन्वेस्टिगेशन के लिए, सपोर्टिंग असिस्टेंस के लिए, एनी एड्स फॉर पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटीज, जो पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटीज होते हैं उनको अगर कोई सपोर्टिंग डिवाइसेस है वो सब. ह्यूमन कोई डिवाइसेस जो ह्यूमन टिश्यूज वगैरह के अंदर लगाए जा रहे हैं, इन विट्रो फर्टिलाइजेशन के लिए जो डिवाइसेज है वो भी, डिसइंफेक्शन सब्सटेंसेज वो दे आर आल्सो गोइंग टू कम. मेडिकल डिवाइसेज 2017 के हिसाब से मेडिकल डिवाइसेज क्या है, दीज आर द डिफरेंट, यू कैन सी सर्जिकल सूचर्स आल्सो, लिगेचर्स आल्सो, ब्लड एंड ब्लड कंपोनेंट्स आर आल्सो, they are also going to come under the definition of medical devices. So you need to have and some broad idea कि medical device है, ये भी है, ये भी है, ये भी है. important आपको लिख लेना कि अच्छा ये medical devices में है. You can say some repelling insects like mosquitoes also, they are also, that particular device is also going to come under this particular substances including mechanical contraceptives like as IUDs or tubal rings, they are also going to come under medical devices because they are having the assistive function. Yes, so these are also there. What was the reason why they have come up with this material vigilance? So they have discussed each and everything. Yes. Here you can see, here one role of one important institute is there. You can see Sri Chitra Tribunal Institute of Medical Sciences and Technology, SCT-IMST, Thiruvananthapuram. The MP of, I think Shashi Tharoor is the MP over there. He is representing the India, whatever the recent attack has been conducted by this Pakistan. So these people are exposing Pakistan. So Shashi Tharoor, I think you have heard about that particular person. Yes, I think he was in the news also. His son has asked some questions in front of that particular press briefing. So he was also in the news. So that particular institute is going to act as a national collaboration center. Here you can say they are also going to help with this National Health System Resource Center also. So that institute is very important, having the very important role in medical devices regulations also. Sri Chitra Tribunal Institute of Medical Sciences and Technology act as National Collaboration Center. It's very important. It is having the important role with the help of the CDSCO. Ultimately, where it is going to be reported? CDSCO. CDSCO is the authority. Yes, Material Vigilance Program of India aims to collect data on medical devices related adverse event, to analyze them and to make some different made some decisions. They are going to make some decisions also there. So this document is very important. What is going to be National Coordination Center? See, you can see there is also importance of IPC, Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. It's an autonomous institute under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare that is going to publish Indian Pharmacopoeia. That is the main reference book for drug. You can say they are also going to deal with this. They are also functioning as National Coordination Center for Material Vigilance. If we are going to talk about National Coordination Center, means different regional centers are there, but data is being collected with a national wide institute. You can say that is National Coordination Center. That is basically IPC, Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. Yes. So this document is very important. Yes. So this was the basic information about medical devices, how they're being categorized, how they're being regulated. So once we are going to have the lectures, definitely we are going to have some more information. So this was the basic information. Now I'm going to talk about the second aspect, how we can prepare, how we can proceed. So this was the first aspect we have discussed. Now we are going to proceed with the second aspect. See, classes will be in some slow mode. Why? Because in starting, we are waiting for the official syllabus also. We know that there is not going to be some major changes. The syllabus will be same because same category is also eligible. But this time, something is different. That pharmacy has been introduced. So we are expecting some portion of pharmacy in there. So it's a medical devices. So definitely medical devices, all basic information they are going to ask. From engineering also they are going to ask. From different general section they are going to ask. These are the common syllabus they are going to ask. Yes. Now we can proceed with the strategy session. How we can proceed. Because if you are working in a right direction with the right effort, definitely we are going to achieve the goal. अगर हमें दिल्ली इधर जाना और हम मूव इधर की तरफ कर रहे हैं, हम एफर्ट तो डाल रहे हैं, मत गलत डायरेक्शन में. So if you are putting our all efforts in the right direction, we'll be having our goal. ठीक है, सही जगह मेहनत लगाई जाएगी तो बिल्कुल हम अपना गोल जो है निश्चित तौर पर जो है अचीव करेंगे. Yes, so this is going to be a roadmap how we can proceed overall for this preparation. Not this preparation only, because I'm having the experience of civil services examination also. I'm having the experience of different examination. I've cracked different examination. Mostly the examination in this pharma field. So I'm having that is going to be totally based on my experience of, you can say, more than 10 of years of experience in there. So based on that, I have some made some roadmap. So this particular techniques you can also use for the other examination also. So here is the start, means before starting a preparation, first thing you need to have job profile. They have clearly mentioned the job responsibilities. Once you are being selected as a drug inspector medical devices, what is going to be your responsibility? Because that particular responsibility needs some competence. कुछ स्पेशल टेक्निक्स होने चाहिए होता, कुछ स्पेशल स्किल्स चाहिए होती हैं. एज पर दैट पर्टिकुलर कॉम्पिटेंस दे आर गोइंग टू गिव यू द सिलेबस. आप देखोगे सिलेबस उसी तरीके से. समझ गया आप? तो जॉब प्रोफाइल इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यू नीड टू हैव अ वेरी मच क्लैरिटी ऑन what the things are going to be there, what is going to be a responsibility, some basic information about the examination, what is going to be the total mark, what is going to be the stages, either it is going to be offline exam or online examination, what was the cutoff. So these are the basic information. Then you need to discuss previous year original question papers, because they are going to have uploaded on website also. Mostly UPSC is going to upload the question paper. They're going to upload the question paper. So from there itself you can take the question paper also. So previous year paper is analysis very important. Why? Because they're going to act as a guidance. They're going to give an idea what is going to be the trend currently. So from there you can check the depth of questions. Either they're going to ask the concept, or either they're going to ask the factual questions. How much in-depth study do you need? What are the topics that are being in the trend? You can just judge the mind of that particular expected examiner. Whatever the examination, whatever the paper is going to come in front of you people, you are also having some idea also. So this previous year paper analysis is very important. Then after that you need to start a study. So starting study is very important. Mostly people, what they do, they just jump for the starting study. They have taken just medical devices by line they are going to read. They have taken some coaching, they have taken some particular book, they are going to read line by line. No, it's not like that. कुछ लोग कम पढ़ के भी सेलेक्ट हो जाएंगे, कुछ लोग ज्यादा पढ़ के भी नहीं सेलेक्ट होंगे. That is the bitter truth. Then after that, whatever you are going to study, you need to have proper revision. भाई खाना आप खा के क्या करोगे जब पचा ही नहीं पाओगे आप? तो खाना उतना ही खाना है जितना आप पचा लो. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं कि गले तक आपने खा लिया और खाना नहीं पचा पा रहे, सब उल्टी कर दिया आपने. Then after that you need to have some practice. Practice आप टॉपिक वाइज, बिकॉज आप देखोगे इंजीनियरिंग का भी सिलेबस है, जनरल सेक्शन भी है, फार्मा का भी सिलेबस वेरी सून वी आर गोइंग टू सी. तो हमें प्रैक्टिस आल्सो हमें करना पड़ेगा टॉपिक वाइज. Then finally we need to have in the examination, that is going to be the D day. आप सेंटर पे कब पहुंचते हो, क्या खा के जाते हो, कैसे कपड़े आप पहने हो, क्या माइंड सेटअप इज देयर, बिकॉज ये सारी चीज हम यहां कर देंगे, बट अल्टीमेटली यू नीड टू गिव द एग्जामिनेशन. आपको एग्जामिनेशन फेस करना है. ठीक है, तो दोनों के एफर्ट्स होगा. सम एफर्ट्स विल बी फ्रॉम माय साइड एंड सम एफर्ट्स विल बी फ्रॉम योर साइड. सो इफ दैट बोथ एफर्ट्स विल बी इन द सेम डायरेक्शन विद द सेम ऑब्जेक्टिव, डेफिनेटली वी विल हैव इन द रिजल्ट. अगर हम दोनों इस तरीके से काम करेंगे तो. सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी रोड मैप हाउ यू नीड टू प्रोसीड. डायरेक्टली यू डोंट नीड टू जंप ऑन द स्टार्ट स्टडी ऑप्शन. You need to have the process with this particular. I can 100% assure you, I can guarantee you on this particular, that is the roadmap that is based on my experience, definitely you are going to have a success, because that is a step by step. That is totally based on my experience, and mostly my experience that is going to be useful. Why? The first very important question is why we are preparing for this examination. In this young age, हम अपनी जवानी क्यों बर्बाद करें? 1 साल 2 साल 3 साल 4 साल, आप देखो हमारी जवानी बर्बाद हो जाती है, कई हमारी बहुत यंग एज बर्बाद हो जाती है. तो क्यों? दैट व्हाई शुड बी क्लियर. व्हाई वी आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर दिस एग्जामिनेशन. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ एग्जामिनेशन. इस एग्जामिनेशन के लिए क्यों है? दैट व्हाई शुड बी क्लियर. बिकॉज जब आप पढ़ोगे, व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू स्टडी, there will be some downside also, there will be some upside also. कभी आपका पढ़ने का मन होगा, कभी आप मोटिवेटेड हो गए, रील्स देख लिया तो बहुत ज्यादा मोटिवेट हो गए, फिर उसके बाद मोटिवेशन चला गया, फिर आप डिमोरलाइज हो जाओगे, क्योंकि इट्स अ कॉन्टिन्यूअस प्रोसेस. आपको जर्नी एंजॉय करना है. मंजिल तो खूबसूरत होगी, बट यू नीड टू एंजॉय द जर्नी. सफर खूबसूरत होना चाहिए, डेफिनेटली मंजिल जो है खूबसूरत होगी. तो क्यों? योर वाई शुड बी क्लियर. बिकॉज जब आप डाउनफॉल होगा आपका, जब आप डिमोटिवेटेड होगे, दैट इज गोइंग टू रिमेंबर यू पीपल. आपको ये रिमेंबर याद रखना है कि वाई आई हैव स्टार्टेड दिस पर्टिकुलर, मैंने क्यों स्टार्ट किया था. For different people, the motivation could be different. It could be financial reason, it could be different reason. So why should be very clear. Then some basic examination details. What was the previous examination? So you can see the previous examination was taken in 2018. Right now it is 2025. So you can see how much this vacancy is important. Yes. So basic examination details. What was the cutoff in 2018? What type of people? Because engineering, mostly people from engineering background, their information is there already in the internet. They have been selected. Pharmacy was not eligible, so pharmacy people were not there. What was the cutoff? How much mark is going to be there? Total mark is there. What type of, how many stages are there? Means some examination will be there, followed by some interview. So these things you need to have some awareness. Already I have talked this information in my doubt session clearance video. If you watched me on the YouTube, वहां मैंने डिस्कस किया हुआ कि क्या क्या एज क्राइटेरिया है, और अभी जल्दी जो है कल फॉर्म उसका निकल भी गया है. ठीक है, वैकेंसी ये थी, इसमें आप देखेंगे मास्टर डिग्री इन टेक्नोलॉजी और इंजीनियरिंग. और सो पीपल फ्रॉम इंजीनियरिंग बैकग्राउंड, पीपल फ्रॉम लाइफ साइंसेस, पीपल फ्रॉम pharma, these are the eligible persons. Different. So degree in pharmacy is also going to be eligible there. You can see they are going to give some relaxation based on the discretion. So duties or responsibilities are, that should be very clear. Here what they have mentioned, just go through the duties. To inspect the manufacturing sites licensed by the Central Licensing Authority or this particular inspection of manufacturing site where medical devices are being manufactured, you need to inspect. So how you are going to inspect? As per the rules. You cannot do anything out the rule. To confirm that the conditions of license are being observed or complied. So there is a need of compliance. Whatever the rules are there, if I am the manufacturer, I need to comply with that rules. So compliance is there with the net. You need to have that particular checking. To draw the sample of medical devices manufactured or imported for sale or checked or exhibited for sales, so that you can send them for the evaluation. To maintain a record of the inspections undertaken, whatever the inspections you have done with that, you need to have some samples also, you need to have some record also. What are the seizure of stocks were there, what were the complaints, each and every piece of information, you need to have a proper documentation. So these are the four categories, these are the four major responsibility you are having as a drug inspector medical devices. In 2018, it was also the same. Exam. So this was the syllabus for 2018. I am very sure they are going to have some basic syllabus of pharma also. If any minute changes in there, mostly syllabus will be the same, but if there any will be minute changes will be there, we are going to consider it. So don't worry about that. Mostly things are common. This current issues of national, international, these are the common topics they are going to ask. These are the common topics because the basic thing they have asked, the basic stream. So these are the syllabus that are going to be common. So based on that syllabus particular, we are going to have. So 3 to 4 months, they are going to give you the time. So you are having 3 months from today itself. Previous year paper analysis is very important. Either it will be from my side or you people can go through the previous year paper also. So these were the difference between 2025. The major difference was pharmacy was eligible. Pharmacy is eligible right now. Earlier pharmacy was not eligible. This is the biggest change. So it's a common sense. People are saying, no, they are not going to change the syllabus. Why? If there will be no portion of pharmacy or any engineering background, that is going to injustice for the student. They can just go out. They can just go out for the court. कोर्ट जा सकते भाई कि हमारे साथ अन्याय हुआ, हमारा सिलेबस ही नहीं है. सो ये बात यूपीएससी को भी पता है, सबको पता है. सो बराबर रखने के लिए इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटीज, आर्टिकल 14 की बात हम करते हैं. सो इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटीज विल बी गिवन टू ऑल पीपल, इक्वल प्लेटफॉर्म. सो स्ट्रेटजी, अब देखिए स्टडी, बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन वी हैव कलेक्टेड, हाउ वी नीड टू स्टडी. I never say that you need to go for the coaching. Coaching is mandatory for the selection or any coaching guarantees you for the selection. No, because it is the effort from both sides. We are acting as a assistance factor. We are supporting you. We are providing you the materials. We are just going through the right path. And we are 110% sure that by following this strategy, you will be in the success mode. So there is no anything mandated that you need to take coaching also. You can just go for the self-study also. But there is very important thing. You should have the enough time. You should have the proper guidance. You should have the proper study material. If these things are there, just go with the self-study. No issues there. But if you don't have the access of these all things, you do not have to be arrogant. You do not to behave in the egoistic manner. Because after 2018, that vacancy in 2025 is going to come. So it's a golden opportunity. It is not going to come again and again. Because drug inspector vacancy is based on the requirements. So आपको ईगो में नहीं आना चाहिए. अगर प्लेटफॉर्म अच्छा लग रहा है तो you should join. So if you have joined the course, how our courses are going to proceed? Video lectures will be there. Because in video we have specifically mentioned कि क्या important है क्या नहीं important जैसे मैंने आपको बताया. So clearly we are going to mention it. Then after that we are providing you the short notes in the form of PDFs also. We are providing you the topic wise test series also. So if you are doing these things, you need to have some videos also. We are providing the short note in the form of PDF also, but you need to write down some important points. Because whatever the efforts, जो भी आप efforts अभी लगा रहे हो, ये लास्ट में आपके लिए आसान कर देने वाला है आपकी जिंदगी में. Revision is very important. Don't go for multiple coachings, multiple notes. Lot of things will be there, lot of notes will be there, lots of books up there will be there. No. If you have trusted the platform, just stick to that particular platform. क्योंकि लास्ट में इतना मटेरियल हो जाएगा आप संभाल नहीं पाओगे. And we will be in the confusion mode. So ये इस तरीके से जाएगा और लास्ट में आपको जो एग्जामिनेशन के लिए जाना है. ठीक है. So this was the basic session. You need to have an idea. So is there any doubt? If you are having any doubt, you can just comment in the comment box. Language को लेके कोई इशू है? You can just talk about the languages also. हिंदी इंग्लिश जो भी अगर कुछ इश्यूज है तो बता सकते हैं. सो आज का सेशन बेसिक सेशन था तो बहुत ज्यादा हमने हाई फाई बात नहीं की, बट द बेसिक थिंग्स वी हैव डिस्कस्ड. द फर्स्ट सेशन इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सेशन क्योंकि यही आपके सिलेक्शन की दशा और दिशा निर्धारित करता है. इट इज गोइंग टू इंश्योर योर सिलेक्शन. ठीक है. तो आप कंटेंट से सीरियसली पढ़ते रहिए. नोट्स जैसे जैसे क्लासेस जाएंगे नोट्स आपको मिलते जाएंगे क्योंकि इसके कोर्सेज आपको कहीं नहीं मिलेंगे, इसकी बुक्स कहीं नहीं मिलेंगी क्योंकि सिलेबस बहुत डिफरेंट. तो जैसे जैसे क्लासेस आएंगे वैसे वैसे नोट्स आपके अपलोड होंगे. सो डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. पेशेंसली पढ़ते रहिए. इट्स आवर मोरल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, इट्स आवर मोरल ड्यूटी. हम आपको सारी चीजें प्रोवाइड करें. जैसे सिंह नो डाउट सर, थैंक यू. सो हाउ वाज द क्लास? वर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द क्लास? It is clear from the mind or it is very crystal clear, you can say. It is crystal clear or clear from the mind? जल्दी बताइए. Is it going to be all clear or crystal clear? भाई all clear का मतलब कुछ समझ में नहीं आया, crystal clear का मतलब सब कुछ समझ में आ गया. Yes, so if there is no more doubt, so we can end up this session because I need to go in the next session also. Crystal clear. Okay, Anand. Thank you. So I would say have patience. Each and everything is going to come in front of you. If we have taken the responsibility, we will try to do our best. If you have the faith on this platform, it's very good. Yes, so this is all about the today's session. Thank you so much.